How are we doing today, guys? As you guys can probably see by the video link, this is going to be a shorter episode for 3 reasons. I just want to talk about the draft and the gameplay in this episode, and I got really irritated at this game just because of the gameplay, which I want to talk about. So I just kind of decided, let me take a break from FIFA for a few days, and yeah, so now we're back, and the game comes out in about half hour. I'm really excited to play it again, and yeah, so we're doing this draft, right? And the reason you're not going to see any gameplay on this draft is actually because about 7 minutes into my first game, my EA access expired. Like, my 10-hour trial of the game expired, which is really fucking annoying that it just kicks you out of the game like that. I don't know why that's just dumb, alright? So you guys won't even see the gameplay because the 7 minutes was just passing the ball around, really. I don't think there was a shot on goal, so it's basically going to cut from the squad building portion because a lot of people like watching that to my rewards I got for losing the first game due to a quote-unquote disconnect. So yeah, what I want to talk about with the draft is the inconsistency of the draft. I feel like, again, this year, and especially as of now, drafting La Liga teams is the way to go. It has been since FIFA 15, since drafts introduced the not really overpowered, but the high-rated La Liga teams do the best in draft, and they kind of do the best in FIFA, to be honest, in just normal head-to-head type games. I really wish EA would address this with kind of a solution, I was kind of hoping after FIFA 16 they put in a thing, so you would pick your 5 formations, and then on top of that pick from 3 random leagues. I feel like you pick from 3 random leagues, and then so you select a league. So say, for example, I select the BPL as one of my 3 choices, and then from that, it actually gave you the 22 players or whatever from the BPL randomly selected. So you would have, a team on full chemistry, but from a random league. So you could possibly get, your 3 choices to be like the K League, the Russian League, and Serie A. All right, or the BPL, La Liga, and League One. So yeah, as you can see, that's my opponent's team. Pretty stacked team, and that's also what I talked about. If you don't draft La Liga, there's a very good chance you will not win your game, just because, there's not many BPL defenders in FIFA, and I don't mean this in real life, I mean this in FIFA, that can really withstand an attack force of MSN, or Neymar, Ronaldo, Bale, or Messi, Ronaldo, Bale, or any combination of those 3, or even just Ronaldo and Neymar. They had such a hard time dealing with in that game for the 7 minutes I played with. So yeah, I really wish EA would have done something to address that. They didn't. That's really a shame, and I hope they actually do something to address that later on in the year. But moving on to the next topic, and as you guys can see, I pulled this really awesome fucking ball. I don't know why I like it. It looks like a gold ball almost. So we sent everything to the club for now, and we're gonna store that later. And we're gonna open our last pack here. We're actually gonna eventually end up selling these players. They get coins, because that's really our only goal. We're not really worried about doing the squad builder challenges right now. We're just trying to build up a few coins to actually maybe start improving the team, and then worry about squad builder challenges later on in the year once we have like a team I'm settled with for the division. So that's my current team, as you guys can see. We're going to a head-to-head game right now. I said that really fucking weird, actually. A head-to-head game. So we're loading up and we're playing, and this gives me an opportunity to talk about gameplay. And gameplay, like any other game, is very important. And when you're making a game, there is a very, very, very fine line between reality and a video game that you cannot cross. You have to sit on that line, and this line's not even like a centimeter fucking wide. This shit is like microscopic. So what I mean by this is, I'm gonna use Call of Duty for example. Okay, think of Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was a very realistic game. Took place in a current world. Used real guns and all that, and it had its features that made it a video game, like the one-man army, being able to reload your ammo instantly, or just instantly changing to a different class, or cold-blooded, not to be able to seen on thermals or whatever. So stuff that kind of made it like a video game, but kept the mostly realistic features about it, which made it a quote-unquote very popular video game, and is arguably one of the best video games of its time. And probably one of the best, if not the best, Call of Duty. But that's an argument for a different video, different time. So with that in mind, FIFA, there is certain features about this game which make it too realistic to a point where it's not fun. Okay, so this includes stuff like the button delay when you're passing or shooting. This includes the very slow and ineffective skill moves in the game this year. This also includes stuff like, I want to say, the inconsistency in just the game in general. The game flows very nice, but it plays kind of weird because sometimes your players will attack very rapidly. They'll be pressing very high, and other times they just kind of sit there and do nothing. I guess that's how I can explain it. They just don't do anything, and I understand it's realistic, it's kind of like momentum, but you have to keep it fluent for the game to be fun. So we'll start with the button delay. There's a serious problem with this. When you go to press A or like B to shoot, the actual like delay is about probably almost 2 seconds to like a second and a half from where your player actually does what you tell, like when you press the button to do a command, and then from when your player actually performs that command you told it. So that needs to be fixed. On top of that, the gameplay is, like I said, very smooth, but the skills, I've used what have I used? The spin, the bourbon spin, the reverse body feint, the drag back, LTRT drag back, the ball rolls. The only effective ones I found out of that are the LTRT drag back and the body feint at some points. Other than that, the spin is really not too effective, and neither are the ball rolls. The ball rolls don't work at all. Don't even try them. I'm just gonna save you guys that time. Just don't even try the ball rolls. They don't work. They don't beat defenders. You can't, ball roll and then finesse shot the goalkeeper. It's not going in every time like in FIFA 16. So for a person who can't play footy, like I'm horrible at football, and that's just how it is. You can't take that out of the game because that's what makes it fun for a lot of players. I really enjoy, having Messi or Ronaldo or Neymar and just doing like those insane skill runs where I just beat 6 defenders on spins and then, do a nice like rainbow volley to myself and blast the top 90 or something insane like that. But you can't take that out because it ruins the game for other people. I understand you want to make it fun and realistic, but like I said before, you're crossing that fine line that a game company needs to sit on. So with that said, I really wish they would address that and maybe, increase the speed of what you do to certain skills, the effect of they have on players, because it's not even like this is head to head. I'm not even playing against, team of the years or team of the seasons that have like upgraded stats, upgraded marking, and all that. These are just basic, simple, cheap golds that can be 1,000 coins within 3 months of the game being released. So yeah, with that said, really, there's nothing really else to talk about the gameplay. They're the only complaints I have. Other than that, the game's very smooth. It's very nice, but it's very aggravating at the same time because there's no such thing as a simple win anymore. And by what that means, this game tends to still bail people out like typical EA games. I play almost all the sports games from NHL to Madden and FIFA. The only one I don't play is NBA Live, and they all have the tendency to really kind of bail people out when they're losing. What I mean by this is I'm making this comeback and I actually end up tying this game up, and then all of extra time. I mean, since there, when I scored that goal with Hesse, every minute after, it is just insane pressure from my opponent that I physically can't do anything about. And it's not like, oh, he turned up and went ultra attacking. No. It's not the fact that, oh, my players would just not make simple passes they were making all game. They would just mess up, lose the ball, stumble on the ball, forget the ball was even there, and just turn the ball over. Stupid mistakes that really irritate you. And I find that it's still relevant in this game. And it's a shame because this game would be so good if it didn't still bail people out like that. As you guys can see, look, I don't even have a shot yet since I scored that goal in the 80th minute. And there he ends up scoring off a corner again. They're really ridiculous. They need to tone this down or make heading for like defenders a little more like accurate. But that's really all I have to say on gameplay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my commentary there, and what I wanted to do to finish this video off. If you guys really did enjoy this and enjoyed what I had to say, definitely follow me on Twitter at DavePlaysGames. Also follow me at Twitch at Dave_plays_game. We do FIFA, Madden streams, all that other good stuff. Fun time. So make sure you guys like the video, comment, and subscribe. And it's been your boy Dave, and I'm out.